We did, chat. We got it uninstalled. Can't complain on 11s. I can complain on 11s. I will complain on 11s because they do not do as well on YouTube. And that's the only reason I play this game. Do they plan to fix the pink square bug? That's an excellent question. Sire? I guess I take this. Bananas. It's important to actually have the sometimes you want to have the shit to actually infuse it with the other thing. Duster. Macaw can even get us a Played Beetle. Wish I could draft Coroner more. It's always up against something like that. Another Shocksplitter. We'll get weapons, right, surely? Dumb card. Dumb card. I don't think I have enough for Shadehound. Dumb card. Location's okay. This is just better. We're that kind of hunter, I see. What's up, Trado? How you doing? Death Scale is going to be inconsistent. I don't have that many spells. I have a lot more 1-drops. That seems really good. Vizier's good. Yodeler. Could have had 10-drop Yodeler. It's good. Another dumb card. I have a whole lot of... Oh my god. Okay, well. Now we have Terracoil Collateral as well, by the way. And I really didn't get weapons, did I? Huh. Wait, Brewmaster Denathrius resets it, right? It doesn't reset it? So it maintains the infuse? Ooh. That's pretty good. The thing is, it's like, because we don't have anything for Spotter, I think I take a 2-drop over a Spotter. And there's other things we can Brewmaster too, so... Especially, I'm not a fan of Brewmaster Hunter usually, but I'm surprised Hollowhound is only a 65 on Hearth Arena. Yeah, it's too low. Do I toss this? Fuck. No. Good thing a card that you toss always comes back anyway. Yeah, I know Corrupt doesn't reset. I've never played with a like, honestly, I don't pick Brewmaster much, so I don't think I've ever Brewmaster an Infused minion. I think I've just never done that. Yeah, I don't know about that one. I don't think I can let him explosive that board. Smells way too much like an explosive. I'm kind of bored though. It's a real problem for this deck that I have 2 Shockspitters with no fucking weapons.
Ready to fight for a better future?
There's just like no way I can it's super obvious too, like I can't trigger that. Yeah, with Wild Spirits we have 2/3 of a weapon. This is like an old throwback. This used to happen a lot more, because like people think they can just like sit on an explosive like this, but it's like, bro, I'm just gonna keep making my board better and better, right? I skipped a weapon for collateral damage. Oh no, what a mistake. Yeah, that was the 3-mana weapon, right? Fuck! It's not too bad to proc it. It's like, I just want to proc it when I can actually fill the board better, but like, I still don't, like, I don't have a great way to fill the board is the issue. So I feel like I'd still rather not. It's probably not the best way to position around him having this. Oh. I didn't consider my point might have a fucking warlock spell, my bad. Combo. Oh, nice. You activated my terror coil. Thank you. And clear with Deadly Shot. Double Collateral doesn't do anything. Conjured is a really good double, obviously. It doesn't really line up that well, though. Like, Mark Shot would line up better right now. I think I was go double marked. Draw last. Do I want to try to rush this to make sure I can't get frozen trapped? Probably. I appear to be a genius, Chad. I just need him to play more minions so I can kill him with collateral. Just play more minions. There's the inevitable Hollow Hound that every hunter has. Fortunately, he's still dead to Collateral. There's a much bigger learning curve for Arena than the other modes. That's probably true, actually. It's separate from Standard too. It's become less true recently, but yeah, like Arena has its own learning curve that's separate from Standard. That's the other thing. I'm pretty sure we don't actually want to keep Sire. I'm going second, like I could keep it. I just can't coin. As much as I would love to, I just can't coin with no follow-up, I don't think. Got the perfect follow-up. Okay. Because I have Hollow Hound, it shows my corpse counter. Just because this is a Death Knight card, that's kind of funny. Might just rip this. I think I just rip this. I don't want to like deny myself the ability to play a 6. Because the cleave especially might be very good. The cleave might be very good actually. Play the top deck cleave to tilt the opponent. Very important strategy. Arena takes a deeper knowledge of the game. Because part of it is, yeah, you need to know more of the cards for Arena. It's not like the most important thing. Like, it's more important to have fundamentals down. The thing is about Standard now is that Standard doesn't really require, like, really fundamentals very much anymore. You need to know how to play your deck in Standard. You don't actually need to understand, unless you're, like, really, like, top 0.1%. Like, if you're, like, top 100 Legend, everything matters, but, like, you can be like a top 1000 Legend player and just not actually understand the fundamentals of Hearthstone very well. If you just know your deck well, where that just won't fly in Arena. Like you have to know how to do a lot of those things, or else like you're just gonna, it's not gonna work. Wow. Spirit's really good too, but because it's just like Standard just requires a more specialized knowledge of the game around a particular meta and stuff to do well in a particular meta. You can have a very specialized meta which is very limited, but specific to that meta, where it's like in Arena you have to kind of know everything. That's kind of the difference. It's not like Yu-Gi-Oh in the sense that it's like, well, you have to understand, at least as far as like the meta matchups, the ones that you're likely to encounter in Hearthstone, you have to know the individual matchups in Hearthstone. So like that means like, you know, you have to know how to beat the people that are playing the solitaire decks, you have to know how to beat the solitaire decks and stuff, right? What your best out is, whether that means to just survive or try to aggro them or whatever. You have to know what the best win condition is. So like, you do need to know that, but it's not like in Yu-Gi-Oh! Where literally both decks have a win condition and they're just racing to get there, I think. From what I understand, because I think from what I understand in Yu-Gi-Oh, that's more the thing where you're both just racing your win condition and the opponent doesn't really matter. You are racing in Hearthstone, you are racing to your win condition, but what your opponent does matter a bit more. Because you have to know, like, specifically, especially if you're like legend or high legend, especially, you need to know like how to deal with demon hunters better, because there's a lot of demon hunters and you can't really play the same way against a demon hunter who doesn't give a fuck about board and is just gonna kill you from hand and stuff and will punish you for playing minions and stuff. That's a feature of a lot of the things in the game now, is there's a lot of shit that just punishes you for actually playing the game. So like, you have to know which matchups where you just are better off not playing your cards and stuff.
Sing along. You know the words.
I was gonna hear power quick shot phase. And to try a sap lethal with collateral, I could have, I guess. Yeah. I don't feel like I feel pretty comfortable that I'll just like, because he's not up in value or anything. He's a rogue, so he's not going to like heal a bunch probably. So I feel pretty safe to just play relatively normally rather than trying to do that super hard. But it was a reasonable line. Definite 1-2. Didn't even get the combo there. Well, it's always been the thing, right? It's like in Arena, there's a lot more diversity of experience. Like if you want to, getting really good at Standard, a lot of it is just playing the same matchup over and over, and you know, optimizing that, right? Arena is really intended to be about adaptability. This is why I don't really like the recent direction of Arena, where they've made it very, very predictable, because deck diversity is decreased to an extreme degree, where you just know what your opponent has and stuff, and it's like that feels like a constructed thing. That doesn't feel like an Arena thing. I don't have any beasts. What the fuck? You need to know to some extent what your opponent is likely to have, but at the same time, it's like, you know, when your opponent, you know you're against a shaman, so you know they're gonna have. It's not the case anymore because it's a lot less common, but like for a while, like you knew they would have Pack the House on 7 because they were shaman, so of course they do, right? You're against a hunter, you know they have a bunch of bananas and certain other cards. Like the predictability became super high to the point that it just felt like a constructed format, and it still does. I hope they remove that. Arena is about knowing what's likely, not about what literally is knowing what's in their hand, is pretty much the takeaway. You're not supposed to literally know their hand without seeing it, just because there are no other options. Hey, a shaman! He had schooling on turn 1. Like every other fucking shaman. Yay! Except our shamans, because we don't actually get offered schooling, but every other shaman does. Dude, in this deck it's so important to hit the weapon, and because of this fucker, I don't hit the weapon ever. I almost wonder if I should have not rushed and just like let it be there to try to like let it trigger this. Oh yes, paparazzi too. Okay, we're against a 12-0 shaman, nice.
The more you'll struggle, the better.
Handful of random bullshit. Never ran out of resources. Yeah, that's another thing that used to be like a feature of Arena, is that you actually got to experience a game where like resource management was required. But yeah, that's not a thing anymore. They all have schooling into Nimbus. He had an even better shaman deck because he happened to have a paparazzi for turn 3 as well. That's not expected. He just also happened to have Melomania, which combos with the schooling, which is also not actually expected, but just made his opening unbeatable. Basic. Okay, well, now we just have to use our stupidly OP card and hope it clears properly, because it's random. Random. Okay, not quite, but close enough. At least his board is empty. Okay, now we're winning. Because this is a real swing. Maybe I should have just played the Hollow Hound, actually. Yeah. It was probably better to play the Hound. Just play the more expensive Cleave. You wouldn't have either. The thing is that Hunter having Cleave is just guaranteed now. Like, it's not even like a thing that's like, oh, they might have it. It's like, no, they have Cleave, so... You just have to play around it, because every Hunter deck is largely the same. It's not random. It's like they just like they all have the same deck. Nice. Was that a good fucking draw? Fuck. Wasn't skilled enough. Yeah, I mean, at least it was still 3 mana deal 5. So it's like, at least in that case, it wasn't even a bad outcome. Okay, collateral clears. I feel like both plays are losing, to be honest. It's like the safer play, it lets the game prolong. Yeah, Stitch Giant is pretty good now. I wouldn't recommend going Triple Frost. Triple Frost is not great anymore, I don't think. For a while, Stitch Giant was really risky in Death Knight because a lot of the corpse spending was deleted from the class basically, but now they have all of their corpse spending basically, so. I guess I can't beat this. These are defensive. Yeah, we're not exactly favored in the late game. We have a lot of value. Like, it's just, you know, like, the way we win the long game is, well, first of all, Sire would be nice. But, like, you know, Mark shot into Sunwell is, like, one of our main win conditions in the long game. Like, pretty much the win condition in the long game. Like, it's not like we're out of cards, right? It's just that our cards just aren't good enough to actually help us, because these fucking Shockspitters are useless. They're promo tweak. I think odds I get silence off of this. I don't know. Probably 0, but. Okay, that was what I needed. Tragic. I think I had to have it do perfectly.
I will crush your defiance as I crushed your city.
I will never serve.
You're saying if like if I kill the elephant and heal with Hound, yeah, but if I like rush the Hound in and then it's like, okay, it's like I'm not dead, but then I'm just like, he still has a giant minion on the board and I have no health. Like, I'm not dead on board, but like, what's the point? I can top deck Sire and then Sire probably doesn't even prevent lethal the next turn.
What a delicious party! All ends with death. Just a taste.
I definitely feel like giving the Corporal a good trade target. So I guess I won't. You think we'll hit a weapon this time? Like, is this game actually fucking rigged? I mean, yes, we know that. How else would an online RNG company make money, but... What was a 4-drop do? Nothing.
One more death can't hurt.
One man spell would be really good. Okay. There's that win condition we had last game. I mean, it's probably better to have a Sunwell, let's be honest. Yes, when he starts cleaving us, though. Holy fuck, he didn't cleave us.
This isn't real metal.
Pretty good star power. Do I get double Sunwell? Yeah, I know this is really good. A lot of times with star power, it's like I'm looking at it. It's like I mean, I'm not getting max value, but it's like, hold on, like this is a card that you just don't even need to get max value with. Like it's just stupidly OP. Like, why would you need to get max value with it?
A willing donor. My blood for the Lich King.
Let the pain speak to me.
Yeah, I should have pulled the cleave. I should have pulled the actual cleave.
The more you'll struggle, the better.
Dude, this thing is actually rigged. I'm actually angry now. There's like no other outcome. Like there's supposedly a third outcome, but you'll never fucking see it because it's just not enabled on my account. On someone else's account, someone luckier like Dreads or somebody, they might always get like a better outcome. How much damage is that? 5 plus 4 plus 3, 12. Not quite lethal, unfortunately. But Dread says he's never lucky. Yeah, the US government also says that they never spy on your personal information. How trustworthy are these statements?
I have no time for games.
Drink with me, friend. Bribe. Circle round. Drink with me, friend. The more you'll struggle, the better. My compliment.
If you can't trust the US government or Dreads, how can we trust Kolst? Hey, I don't work for the government anymore. I did. I don't anymore. Why does he have a 1511 Queen Ashara that's active? I like how he just left himself dead on board rather than try to actually do anything else. This is a barcode? No. Here's the thing. This is what I've brought up to people. Is like, people just expect everything's a barcode when it's insane. It's like, no, the game is just fucking insane now. Like, every deck is insane. This is not a barcode. This is just a normal fucking deck. Like, literally over half of the cards that he's showing on this list are fucking blood insignia cards. This is a 2-in-1 deck that lost a 2-in-1. Because that's not good enough to get to 3 wins in this meta. Who's Jeff's plugin? So you know who's Jeff?
You asked for it. I will never serve.
The classic game of spend our 1 and 2 drops and then play metronome without 1 and 2 drops. That sounds like a strategy. The best strategy.
A smidge of this, a pinch of that.
The card I want is Fireball. The card I think he's likely to pick is Jellyfish. Fuck! This is why you always take the card you want. Except when you're right.
Just a taste.
And Trace would have guessed right. Hunter hasn't played Hearthstone in like a month and a half, hasn't he? I miss Hunter.
The culprit was
Man has no fear. Huh.
just a taste.
What's worse, a 2-1 or a 1-2? I think I like a 2-1 more, to be honest.
My compliments to the ship. All ends with death.
This seems like a star power board. It's a good Hollow Hound board too. Like, I don't think a star power is enough board to full clear this. Enough damage to full clear this. But like Hollow Hound isn't either. I'm pretty sure star power does better. It really sucks if star power hits the 2-1 immediately, but as long as it doesn't, it's really good. Nice. I think even like the super low roll star power is about as good as the Hollow Hound was. But on average it was just way better. It's so dumb that Hunter has access to star power. Cause like, this is the thing, is like, people, you know, you play the aggressive class, he vomit on board. Your opponent, unless they have the perfect board clear, is forced to vomit on board in response, and then you just play Star Power, which is one-sided board clear. It's like, it's so stupid. It just shouldn't exist. Like, why does this exist?
You asked for it. I will never, sir.
What a delicious party! What a delicious party!
Victory is in my grasp.
Just a taste. The culprit was not tiny. Put some gloves on.
I'm gonna lose my mind just playing this game. I mean, you can't lose what you've already lost, to be fair, right? So, I don't have to worry too much about that.
Want the plague? Gladly.
Dude, I can't fucking do anything.
Tastingo! Yes.
This guy is brain damage. His ineptitude of playing this game is making me angry. The fact that this guy has like, he has above 50% win rate. What the fuck? What the fuck is in his deck? He has like fucking 7 Gaias, maybe? Terra Reality. He's just a god at RNG. That makes sense. That's probably a lot more likely, I guess. Yeah, now he realizes, yeah, maybe I should kill Board now that I have fucking 10 health. Like, I'm playing the same game as these people. Denathrius again, I dare you. Am I dead? Yeah, I'm probably gonna lose this game, aren't I? Yeah, I totally expect to lose this game. It's just yeah. That seems likely. Let me be honest, that just seems like the only possible outcome of this game.
I got 2 shots just for you.
Pyroblast is one off. If you got Pyroblast off of Vast Wisdom, it's not one off. But apparently you didn't. Because if you did, we'd be dead. You synthesize after playing a fucking million spells. To be fair, he didn't know he had it yet, I guess. Hey, get me out. I guess it was pretty late in the Skyward Chain, so he didn't really have a better way to do it, but anyway.
A dark fate lies ahead of us, Windrunner.
I will never serve.
The fact that we could still lose that game is insane. Yeah, welcome to Hearthstone in current year. Nothing matters because like the board doesn't matter. Like there's so many cards that just flip the board automatically, and then like you know, board doesn't actually matter if your opponent just has a bunch of fireballs or whatever, right? So it's like there's just so much shit that trivializes the state of the game that none of it actually matters.
It is this way. First kill.
What'll wet your whistle?
Okay, so I can have a actually it's better to it's actually just strictly correct to double trade and then infuse this.
Vengeance is
What I could do is I could actually you know what's better is I should just Shockspitter this. If you play the Gargan, it's just wrong to rush it without cleave. You're better off double trading and then cleaving because you have to trade it, everything anyway. But this seems better. Okay.
And then I said,
Didn't get rush. I don't know if there's a point in like trading this in. I don't think there is actually. I think I'm better off just letting the Divine Shield go into my cleave, and then the 5/3 threatens the 3/4. No, the 5/5 threatens the 3/4. I mean, it's effectively a 5/3.
what'll wet your whistle?
Maybe I still cleave. I can go 3-1-2. The problem is that I guess a couple of my twos are really good. Conjured Arrow and Doggy Biscuit are both really good here if I happen to pull them. But Hollow Hound is always good. YOLO. Nah, swing and miss.
I have no time for games.
Put some gloves on.
I think I still trade.
Our story, tragic. Our redemption, divine.
That's kind of bad. Ah, yeah. The one time I actually don't want the weapon, I get the fucking weapon. The one time I want the rush. This card is actually fucking trolling me.
Put some gloves on. Circle round.
Keep in mind that my wild spirits have a debuff that whatever is the worst possible outcome is going to be the outcome, so I just have to play around the fact that I know that it is literally guaranteed to give the worst possible outcome every time. As long as you know you can play around it, right? You just have to understand that it's literally programmed to give you the worst possible outcome every time. There's actually no other outcome, so it's not random, right? People have this. Well, maybe for other people it's random, but for me it's not random. It's just literally programmed to give the worst possible outcomes, so at least you know. When you know you have more agency. I remember we're at the 1-3. I actually might get the Sire combo. The Sire Brewmaster combo. That is a sleepy dragon.
Victory is in my grasp. Turning tides.
Oh, that got double casted. I probably should buff this then. I was like really confused. I was like, hold up. It's probably better to buff the giant lifesteal dude then. I honestly forgot about that. Seems okay, right?
I will never serve.
This place is scary.
That seems really good. The problem with the like wild spirits into Fizzier is that like Fizzier wouldn't be active immediately. This way solves that problem. Coin mark shot seems nice. It's like wild spirits as well. I can also like value trade here. I'm literally guaranteed to not get the ones I want. Like I'm assuming here I get the fucking thing and I don't get the thing.
Please don't burst my bubble.
Bubbler. Big dreams. Why does that card exist? For archetype that they'll surely provide more support. Actually, the thing is like I think Big Beast Hunter is actually one of the best decks in Hearthstone right now. Funny enough, I think it's actually just one of the best cards in the game. It's one of the best decks in the game, actually, from my understanding. It's all tier 2. Well, the thing is, nothing that isn't Paladin is tier 1 right now, because Paladin's just fucking stupid, right? Like, it's kind of funny because I haven't heard many people complain about it, but the game's in like an atrocious balance state because Paladin is so ridiculously broken, but you actually don't hear how many people complain still. It's because Paladin's a lot less toxic than a lot of the other classes. It's just Horn. Yeah, it's like Paladin had no reach. Like that was always the limiting factor of Paladin, and then they just gave the class like 20 damage worth of reach and like 2 cards. So suddenly it's like they took away the one weakness. Like they don't. This seems like a thing that they don't believe that. I don't know if they just don't believe classes, like anything should have weaknesses anymore, but it's like that was one of the things limiting Paladin was that it had the weakness that it couldn't just deal a fucking million damage out of hand. And now it can deal a million damage out of hand suddenly, because they decided to give it the ability to deal a million damage out of hand. So, I don't know. I guess somebody thought it was a good idea to do that. Holy Wrath was in Classic? True. But that wasn't a million damage worth of reach. That was only 20 damage worth of reach. In Classic, it was only 20 damage worth of reach. Yeah, also didn't have a lifesteal. It was only 20 damage, it didn't have lifesteal.
So full of sin.
Let none survive.
First the blade be thirsty.
Oh no, my minions! Yeah, I was thinking it's like Deadly could be better than Wild Spirits, but is that good here?
Victory is in my grasp.
It was better to Wild Spirits instead of Hero Power. I could have also pushed the other two if I got the rush. It's probably better.
Fast is fine, but accurate is final.
Oh! We did, chat. We got an uninstall. Easy uninstall. Doing Blizzard's work. They're not designing the game quite poorly enough to get people to install. This is our job, to get people to install when they just haven't realized yet they should uninstall.
Hellscream's eyes are upon you.
I will never serve.
Card seems good. I should probably actually have this for once. You fuckers that voted on the totem poll, on the fucking Twitter poll. There's a Twitter poll where they asked which fucking wisp should they put in the game. You fuckers had to bet on Snowflipper Penguin just to fuck with me in this exact game. Fuckers. You voted for OG Wisp. Which one did I vote for? I probably voted for, I didn't vote for Deskin. What was the other one? It was, I think I voted for the other option. It was, I probably voted for Tiny Fin, yeah. Yeah, it was probably Tiny Fin. Yeah, I voted for Tiny Fin. Of course I vote for Tiny Fin, because I have a fucking soul. I want more Tiny Fins to die. To pay for the sins of the other Murlocs. Like, obviously, right? Like, how would you ever vote for anything else?
The more you'll struggle, the better. Put some
One of these things is really fucking broken. What do I do with this? He pulled up a 2.
Put some gloves on.
Mark Ons, thanks for the follow.
Not for my fort.
So I could Brewmaster this. Maybe play it. That seems pretty good, actually. So like the problem is really nothing in my hand is actually a good double for this. I think I do this. Double Wild Spirits. I can play like all the Wild Spirits. I can go 1 Wild Spirits, then double, then Wild Spirits again.
Victory is in my grasp.
Yeah, I never hit the fucking weapon I want it. His Wild Spirits is like fucking 8 for 8 in hitting the worst fucking result every fucking time. I like you have to appreciate the consistency. And the double collateral would have actually been good. I literally, it's like now I want the rush, and then it's like this card's fucking trolling me. You could do Terror Coil Deadly Shot just to clear everything. I don't know what else I can do.
Fast is fine, but accurate is final.
It's just funny. It's like he has no health, but I'm like worried that if he has like a fucking couple of those elementals, I just lose. They drop. I'm close, but it's like I'm not there and I can't kill him. Missed life still, right? This deals 7 damage. Oh, so he's dead. Imagine missing life still. Exactly, right? Clearly outskilled. Yeah, exactly. Everything about current arena is all about skill, right?
I will never serve.
As we all know. It always has been, always will be.
The pleasure is mine. I was like, gonna complain, but then it's like at the same time, like having 2 star powers is probably yeah, the thing is like, well, it's not like I can really lose the board when I have 2 star powers, right? So well. Good thing stealth is OP. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna coin a star power to kill that thing, so let's just play those. I've noticed a significant drop off in the power of this card because it's just like all of your spells already just full clear everything. Like, why do you need to double star power? Star power kills any board anyway. Why do you need to double it, right? Like, this card seems like significantly less useful now because of that. Like, everything already fucking kills everything. Okay, double star power might actually do something. Never mind, it actually wasn't needed. I underestimated the fucking stupidity of this card. My bad. It actually just full clears anyway. There was a chance it didn't full clear, I think. Yeah, like, if it hit the 2/2 first, I think it didn't full clear, but... Note to self, never draft Terror Crawl, unless you have like a bunch of, it's the only card this is actually good with is, the Conjured Arrow. That's the one card that's actually still good with, but everything else is just, it's just not needed. Looks like this might have gotten sniped. Boom! Because he didn't show the animation. Got him. Ah, speak of I may just play this. We found Sire. This is probably worth a star power. Okay, I can just deadly shot though. Yeah, I don't star power because I just don't need to. I think I got Mark Shot as well. Mark Shot and Deadly Shot. I have Urchin Spine's star power to even more kill everything. I'll do this so I can, I like how this is in the game and Arcane Shot's also in the game, where Arcane Shot is just a strictly inferior version of this, pretty much. And now Gargandes, this doesn't have cleave yet. Duster! Fuck, that's pretty good too, though. Do I want to trade this off for a discount here? Probably not. Stranglethorn Heart.
I could have shot my own guy too. This guy to enrage him. I don't know if I could have really conveniently done that this turn, but there's an idea I didn't fully pursue. This hits the hollow hand, it's really nice. Nice. Everyone else just just absolutely hates sneezing so much. It just happens like once a day where it's like I have to sneeze and it's just like fuck. Like I lose my entire turn every time because it's just like I can't think properly when I have to sneeze. So I'm just like I had to just do the first play that comes to mind. Happens like once a day. Only once a day, really, but oh no! Oh no, my minion! Oh no! What's this? This is a random spell. Am I enjoying the meta more? Am I playing more just because? I will say, like, I do think the last change was very positive. The thing is I still think the game's in a bad state, but like, it's a lot better than it was. Which is just, it's not saying much. Like, it was a very low bar, but like, they did make it better, I think. Like, I think it has noticeably improved. Why do I have to face so many fucking priests, though?
I will never serve.
Any matchup they want to hold Sire in this deck, I don't think so. Sire, I don't think... Unless you're a really greedy control deck and you just want Sire as a, like, just a tool. And you're not worried about tempo. Like, I don't think any deck keeps Sire. Like, I just don't think Sire's a keep right now. In any deck. Because it's nerfed, like... It's so much worse because it's nerfed. I just don't think anyone really keeps this card. For the most part right now. Like, it's such an insanely greedy keep. It's like holding it the entire game is only like +3 damage or something. Like, it's just not worth it. Holy fuck, I actually got the best outcome. We did, chat. We finally got through all of their terrible outcomes, and now we actually are getting good outcomes off of this. It's kind of insane too.
The waves of light cleanse the foulest waters.
Might Brewmaster this.
think I do. We earned it, right? We got to 9 wins. Low rolling out of our nuts. So now the game's like, okay, now you get to harp. Ah, thank you. I might still lose because he's a fucking priest. Or because of that fucking shit.
Challenge accepted.
I will train you.
Well, this is active. Like now. I have another cleave though, so I guess I do this.
I will train you.
I guess it ended up like, the thing that was funny was like, he was gonna clear me at the pop anyway, right? So like, it forced me to like overtrade, which ended up, because he had the AoE, actually helped me. So like, it might have actually not been that bad for me that happened. It's kind of funny. I'll do this to get the board. I could try to save the Shockspitter for face, but get the Discover. Like, going the mark shot's okay there, but I want to get the 3/3 on the board to hit him potentially.
Ready to fight for a better future?
Mark shot's much better here. That's big for us for the potentially longer game that we may be stuck in. I have a lot of value in the deck too, right? Like,
The streets are not safe. This may just be my best song yet.
I'm stuck on a 50-50, aren't I? No. 5, 4, 3, 2. Yeah, it's like if I miss this, it sucks. And it's a 50-50 just as much as the initial deadly shot is. So if I just rip this.
Fast is fine, but accurate is final.
We'll try pressure like as long as we can. Like, ideally we never rely on this one well, but it's pretty likely we'll have to. Just the plan is that, you know, we'll probably utilize the star power first, and then once everything else has been expended, then we Sunwell. That was a huge high roll that he just hit. So like I have 6 face damage here. I think I'm just gonna do this and toss it over.
Victory is in my grasp.
I got 2 shots just for you.
Like very likely I'll just have lethal.
You're both #1 to me.
I think I was supposed to play this. Why? Just get more damage potentially. Oh no, my star power. It's actually kind of bad now.
Let none survive.
Welcome to the club.
Fuck, this is undead. That's really bad. I think I gotta do this and then just see what happens from here. Okay. I feel like this was wrong, but I don't know. I kind of waited too long to do anything else. I'm not sure like what I'm supposed to do here. A lot of people would play a small main to play around objection.
You get the goods. I'll stand
Okay, good value at least. Potion Ball's potential lethal here. It's already lethal, right? Did I have a pretty good lethal shot last turn? I wasn't really thinking about it last turn. I forgot how much health he had. Yeah, I think like double damage cock was lethal last turn, but that was unlikely.
I will never serve
Because I wasn't considering. I had the other the rift that was also damaged, so I don't know. Glaive Shark. Wouldn't that be nice if we actually had weapons?
All ends with death.
Kalimdora Palooza was better.
It's a pretty good chance the 5's going face at some point. And when I say at some point, I mean now. Because 5 going face lets me cleave with this.
For the Dark Lord.
Everyone's like, fuck, I didn't position around to cleave. My opponent had only 1 minion die. And only had 4 mana. Well, the more you know.
Beyond your comprehension.
I might tempo this. I think I do. I give him a bit of a read that I have like no weapons, period, but I have to remember for the YouTube clickbait. For this video, it's like no weapons Shockspitter Hunter. 12 wins? Question mark, question mark, question mark. The secret combo? Question mark, question mark, question mark. No weapon double Shockspitter Hunter. The results will shock you. Priests hate this trick. The 1 damage Shockspitter that deals 30 damage to the priest somehow. It's nice I have Deadly Shot because if he goes big to try to counter the cleave, he just gets Deadly Shot. Or he just plays a static waveform. That seems like a bad thing to play right now. That also seems like a really bad thing to play right now. I have questions now. I can also just collateral now, but I don't know. That all just seems very. He's also not even positioning around the cleave that's on the board. He really just wants to bait me into not going face with this, I guess. I feel like I just mark shot, right? Oh, fun well. He needs it more than I do. Do you know how long it's been since I've gotten a 12-win clickbait for YouTube? I even used my last 12 as a question mark 12 video. I need like an actual 12 video. He took my conjured arrow, even though I have a conjured arrow. Lovely. Oh, Shockspitter, nice. I kind of have to be. Unfortunately, I'm stuck in here for a long haul now. He had this uneasy feeling that we somehow gonna lose. No, we're actually losing. I think we're objectively losing already. Okay, Sire helps though. I think we're actually unfavored in this position, straight up. I don't think it's like we're going to somehow lose. I think we're actually already losing. Star Power lets me play Baba Naga this turn. I guess I like this. I kind of like saving the Star Power to be able to deal with the big thing. But, I mean, I have Deadly Shot, so he has to play a big thing with a small thing with Taunt protecting or something, or else it should be okay, so. Huh.
Fast is fine, but accurate is final.
It's a bad Deadly Shot to miss.
In life, manna. In death, blood.
Grass.
Kind of Plague Strike so I can collateral, right?
Remixed toys for festive joys. Remixed toys for festive joys.
Audio processing.
Hope I don't die. Cool. Fireballing to mage to death. Exactly what you deserve, fucking mage. Watch it be a priest. It's not a priest. It's not a fucking priest. Okay, it's not a priest. Alright. It probably would have been better if it was a priest, to be honest. But I'm gonna toss it. What's the win rate of this card though? Star power. It's not a good mulligan win rate. Holy fuck, this hand. It's possible. It definitely might be worth actually holding this so that I can metronome it. I think it is actually. Fuck! Alright, plan stays the same, I think. Oh, worst possible outcome again, nice. At least this guy has different cards at least than what you normally see, to be fair. I complain about the same cards. This guy has like slightly different cards that we're gonna lose to. I know, maybe I should have just vomited stats that turn. It's the turn before he has like the actual Hollow Hound, right? Like I could have vomited all the other stats that turn. I have to star power this board, right? There's no choice. Yeah, if I didn't have star power that top deck that turn, we have a problem.
Put your dukes up, small fry.
He's tempoing this. He probably doesn't have a weapon. He might have a star power himself. I don't know what I can really do about that. So we get here first. Yeah, I just hope that we don't get fucked. I mean, this isn't a particularly vulnerable board to star powers, so.
Sorry, Squishy, I'm working.
I think we're okay. We seem okay.
Seems to be setting up the best collateral damage in history. Oh no! Collateral damage! Ah, I can't beat that card. That card's broken. Ban it from the game.
All ends with death.
I still beat Collateral, so I should play this, right? Because it's 11 damage and...
Vengeance is near.
I say I played both of these, right?
I got 2 shots just for you.
Double drafted collateral damage, by the way. And that's how we get to 12 wins! And if you're watching this on YouTube, you know, all the buttons. Make sure you've hit the buttons an odd number of times. The like button, the subscribe button. All these buttons are free to press, by the way. I should mention that it's completely free. It will cost you nothing. Absolutely nothing. But it will generate me ego points. And ego points are very important. Yeah. I think Sire was like completely useless. We played him like once, didn't we? Like, maybe once. Yeah, it just turns out having like star power is like really good. We got you in spite of these were like 2 dead cards. Anyway. Got him! We got all gold too. Juicy. What does that add up to? 340, 495. Pretty good. All right. Bye, YouTube. Let's get a signature card. We got a craze conductor. Come on, signature. Got a golden common. Huh. Could I have gotten a worse golden legendary? Hey, 1600 dust.